Good morning, my dear viewers. Oh my gosh, I don't recognize myself in this dress. My name is Marina, still Marina, and this is my channel made in Ruslan. I spent a great time in the coldest region of Russia. This is Republic Yakutia. Guys, welcome! You will never mix this city, Yakutsk, with other cities because of communications, which are located not on the ground but above because of permafrost. And today I have a great chance to visit a local supermarket chain, Aigul. Let's do it together. I need your support, my dear viewers, because it's so cold today. It's minus 49, and you see a fog is in the city. It means it's cold, and it's gonna be colder and colder. Welcome to Russia. Strong Yakuts can drink cold beer outside. Oh my God! All the houses and all stores are well heated by Russian cheap natural gas in winter time, and winter lasts here for 10 months. You know, we need a lot of gas, but it's no problem. It's very good to feel the warmth in the air. Let's check out the prices together in a local grocery store, because I don't know the prices. It's so creeping for me. At first glance, it looks like a metro chain in Moscow. Kind of wholesale grocery store, but I'm not sure. Let's see something. Sometimes outside you can't even breathe because of frost, but here is very comfortable temperature, and I see a lot of things to check out, guys. Rather big store. And what to start with? This is early morning now, and the store has just opened. Yeah, rather good. I see they have their own workshop with homemade, traditional, and not only traditional dishes. Of course, pies. Well, people in Russia like to eat pies, so 50 rubles for 100 grams. Pies with onion and eggs, pies with the potato, pies with the cabbage, and pies with sausage, I see. People are used eating well-cooked dishes. This is the section of ready-to-eat food. Endless section with so many salads. Average price is 80 or 90 rubles for 100 grams. $90 rubles is about $1 for today's rate of exchange. And you see people buy it. What is this? What is this, guys? I think mushrooms in Chinese style. Yakutia is a part of Russia. It's Russian Republic. That's why you can see a lot of Russian traditional dishes. For example, salty cabbage. We call it salty cabbage. I know that it's sauerkraut in German, but in Russia it's salty cabbage. Try to remember. And different pickles and horseradish with tomatoes. It's good. Fish in a swimming pool. So it's a live trout. 1,120 rubles for 1 kilo. Not bad. The territory of Yakutia is like 5 Frances. It's very big. It's enormous. But only 1 million people live here, and 350,000 people live in Yakutsk, in the capital. This is one of their stores, and I see everything for life, like in Moscow. A lot of sausages, a lot of cheeses, everything you need. As for prices, we will see it right now. First of all, I want to show you the assortment. Yeah, great. If we compare the prices with the Moscow prices, I see it's a little bit more expensive. For example, this is half a kilo of sausages. You will pay maybe 200 rubles for half a kilo in Moscow, and here is 260 rubles. But it's affordable. Yeah. This is wealthy, rich region with diamonds, and people get 2 times more income than in central parts of Russia. That's why I think all the prices are affordable. I asked these women, they live in Yakutsk. They are shy a little bit, but they said that prices are affordable, but for sure a little bit more expensive than it was before. I don't know how to say it correct. For example, sausage Krakowskaya. Krakow, Poland, hello. 700 rubles for 1 kilo. Yes, for 1 kilo, I see. Oh, it's good price, really. It's good price for Krakowskaya sausage. Do you remember, my dear friends, that the question with Russian eggs was so relevant just 1 month ago? And what I see here, no questions with eggs. That's great. Yeah, everything is fine. And what are the prices? So the price for 10 eggs, 121 rubles. Eggs looks very good, I would say. And you can buy more expensive luxury eggs, 157 rubles for 10 eggs. Yeah, it's nice. No problems. Again, sausages. And a long row with soft cheeses, mayonnaise, and dairy section. Let's see something interesting. As for me, I love fetaxa. It's like feta, Greek cheese. Price for 400 grams, 400 rubles. Not so cheap, I would say. More expensive than in Moscow. The same assortment, the same. I don't see anything outstanding. But the shelves are not empty. The variety of food is wonderful. And new food is coming. Okay, the section of cakes, different cakes. Again, the same assortment as in Moscow. Wow, what's this? Oh my god, what's this? Can you read Chinese, my dear viewers? I hope it's Coca-Cola. And what do you make of that? Yeah, Coca-Cola from China. 250 rubles for 2 liters. Rather expensive. Coca-Cola in China. Oh guys, I had to take off my clothes in the store of Yakutia in winter time because it's too hot inside. They don't save gas at all. And let's stop here for a while because I see this section of sunflower oil. Unknown for me brands. Maslenkina, for example, 150 rubles for 1 liter. Divide by 100 and you'll get price in dollars. So it's $1.50. Yeah, sunflower oil is not expensive. For example, 130 rubles for 1 liter. 140 rubles. Nothing interesting. Cheap prices. And that's all. And I know that many of you like olive oil and use extra virgin olive oil. So here you can buy it for 1,000 rubles. It's $10 for half a liter. That's nice. Or another olive oil, only $5 for half a liter. It's a good choice. Don't miss. As for pasta section, I don't see the end. I see that Yakuts like to eat pasta, Italian food. Prices are different, but let's find something familiar. For example, makva with discount, 60 rubles for 450 grams. Without discount, of course, a little bit more expensive. Twice more expensive. Lentils and cereals, rice, bean, everything you need. Of course, buckwheat. As for buckwheat, it's widely spread in Russia, you know, 1.5 kilos for $1. People here are really nice. I like Yakuts. They're very, very funny. And with good sense of humor, you know. As for canned food, There is no shortage, of course, for sure. And again, the same assortment as in Moscow and as in Russia. And pickles, what else? Canned fish and everything. A lot of different sauces, ketchups. This is the first time in my life during the review. I don't know what to say because I feel like I'm in Moscow. Sellers are different. Oh, finally, I see something extraordinary. Just have a look. No, I'm not in Moscow. I'm in Yakutsk. It's great to see a dog cooking process. Guys, my mouth is watering, and I know someone among my viewers from Italy who adores pelmeni and has a strong desire to try pelmeni and manti, handmade manti. It's like big pelmeni. Oh my god, it's so great to see the process. I mean, and what's here? Pancakes. Handmade pancakes. Yes, the price is, for example, 70 rubles for 230 grams. Homemade pasta. How people create homemade pasta in Yakutia. Great. Oh, my dear friends, when you live in minus 50 all year round, so the main entertainment here is to eat delicious food. And now I'm sure that they don't feel shortage in delicious homemade, handmade food. As for bread, I sell a lot of kinds of different bread, and bread is a little bit more expensive than in Moscow as well. 63 rubles for fresh loaf, or 60 rubles for big loaf. You can choose something exotic, for example, rye bread with dry fruits. You see, different kinds and different prices. For example, 49 rubles, yogurt bread. And I see more and more people are coming to buy something tasty. I see. The most popular section here is the section of ready-to-eat food. Customers buy salads. And I see this section of veggies and fruit. It's rather interesting for me because I can't imagine that I can buy fruit in this climate. And what are the prices for fruit and berries? For example, 2,000 rubles for 1 kilo fresh strawberry. Fresh, really? It smells like strawberry. 2,000 rubles. Truth be told, I don't know the price for strawberry in Moscow. It's not season. As for kiwi, so I bought it 2 days ago for 150 rubles. Here is 450, 3 times more expensive, but fresh, ripe kiwi. Oh, what about grape? So grape looks rather nice. Beautiful. 650 rubles, about $6, $7 for 1 kilo. And even avocado, 200 rubles for 1 piece, I think so. And even lime, 80 rubles for 1 lime. Mushrooms, what? More grape and 600 rubles for 1 kilo of very good grape. Just have a look. I'm not kidding. And this is pomelo, 300 rubles for 1 kilo. 200 rubles in Moscow for pomelo. And pears, 2 kinds of pears, 350 rubles and 400 rubles. I think it's good price for this northern Arctic region. And what about oranges? 350 rubles for 1 kilo. Yeah, for sure, expensive. I pay 100 rubles for oranges in Moscow. And bell pepper, a lot of lettuce and greens. And what about apples? 270 rubles for 1 kilo. As compared to Moscow, it's 3 times more expensive. Yes, guys. But if we compare salaries, so salaries are really high here. And what about tomato cherry? 400 rubles for 1 kilo. Good price. A really good price. And what else we have here? Bananas. I don't see the price for bananas, but look great. Of course, onion from Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is located so far away from Yakutia, and the onion costs 70 rubles for 1 kilo, and as for potato, it's the same price, 70 rubles for 1 kilo. Cabbage, fresh cabbage, 100 rubles, $1 for 1 kilo. Not bad. Carrot from China. Can you see it? Carrot from China, 130 rubles. And Russian carrot, not so clean, 100 ruble for 1 kilo. Yeah, I see price for bananas. Again, it's 3 times more expensive than in Moscow. And tangerines. Different kinds of tangerines. As for me, these are the best. $350 rubles for 1 kilo. As for cucumbers, they are from Novosibirsk, from Siberia. Novosibirsk is my native city, and if you still didn't watch my videos, here is the link. Good cucumbers, 500 rubles for 1 kilo. I see that people buy tomatoes and cucumbers. And again, tomatoes, what's price? 380 rubles for tomatoes. My dear viewers, write down in comments your opinion. I try to show you different prices in different regions of Russia. What do you make of that? I mean, prices in Yakutia. I don't see fresh meat and fresh fish here. You know why? Because there is a great local market, peasant market. Watch my video about my visit this outstanding local market with tons of fish and meat. Everything is so unusual here. I mean, the location of sections. For example, in the middle of this store, I see again a veggie section with everything. Prices are cheaper than in that corner. You know, cabbage is for 84 rubles and potato for 64 rubles for 1 kilo. Fresh tomatoes, more than $4 for 1 kilo. Fruit, bananas, lemons from South Africa. My dear friends from South Africa. Oh, sorry. Yeah, these lemons are good. Are your lemons tasty? Write down in the comments, please. I know that you're here. And one more small section with garlic and red cabbage. Wow, do you like red cabbage, guys? 210 rubles for 1 kilo, $2 for kilo. It's different. It has different taste. Not like ordinary cabbage. And you see, my dear viewers, you can buy beer here in all day long. But alcohol store is open from 2 o'clock till 8 o'clock. That's why I can't film alcohol drinks for you only like this through the window. But I see the assortment is amazing. Different kinds of martini and champagne, cognacs and international drinks, whiskeys, everything. A lot of vodka, wines, everything you want. But it's a pity, but it's closed right now. Better drink milk instead of alcohol. I see a great deal of milks. Prices are also different. 80 rubles for 1 liter and more. As for meat, I see only the section of frozen meat. It's typical situation for this climate. They don't keep fresh meat. It's impossible because it's gonna be frozen anyway. I remind you that it's minus 49 today outside, and a lot of people buy meat and keep it, store it on the balcony. It's better than any freezer or fridge here. Just balcony at home. Frozen chicken costs approximately 400 rubles for 1 kilo. Again, like 2 prices for Moscow citizens. But I'm not in Moscow. I'm traveling around Yakutia, and everything is a little bit different today. First of all, climate and prices for sure, because it's isolated, far away, enormous region. It took me 6.5 hours to get by air from Moscow to Yakutsk, the capital of Yakutia.
Guys, that's all for today. Don't forget to watch all of my videos about Yakutia. It's very authentic and very interesting. These are the links. See you.